Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jelly here with yet another video for you guys. And today's is actually going to be based on the limited time Valentine's Day event. And also, whatever this little Carnival login thing is, I'm not exactly sure what that is. But all I know is it's free stuff for everybody, regardless of how much you spend. And yeah, I think this event is actually kind of useful. It's really nice to the average player, and it really rewards people that build great relationships, which we'll go over kind of in when we go in depth into what the actual event is. Without further ado, let's jump straight into today's video. So first things first, if you've ever played Last War with any other event, whether it be Halloween or whether that be Christmas or Thanksgiving or New Year's, there's typically these types of little like games that they come out with during the event where it's like, oh, this one, for example, is a slot machine, whereas other ones are Monopoly. But at the end, there's always this Valentine's Exchange Day store that you use, well, not Valentine's, but whatever, you use these vouchers for to unlock prizes, such as a base skin or a base special effect. This one's kind of cool. I like it. I'm probably not going to get it just because I'm not interested at the moment. But regardless, there's a lot of cool stuff that you can get for relatively cheap, like the Deco, Universal Deco component. That's a great, phenomenal value. Yeah, we'll kind of go over what each thing is and why it's worth it and why maybe it's not worth it. Right off the rip, I haven't actually bought it, but if you're going to spend money on a Valentine's Day event, obviously the Battle Pass is the best bet. This one right here is $5, and then this one over here is $25. And I think it's worth, or $20, it's $25 for the two combined. I think it's worth it to buy both. You're going to get a bunch of these tokens and a bunch of resources, and this is arguably the best value that you'll ever actually get in the game. I think I actually mentioned that in my last purchasing video, was that if you buy like the special event stuff, this is by far and away the best value, or the special stores. It's just great value. I recommend buying this if you're a low to mid spender, or if you spend at all. This is one of the better values. Like, I even may end up buying it. I haven't really gotten around to it yet, and I might before the end of the event. Doesn't make a difference whether I do it now or later. It's going to be the exact same rewards if you wait till the last day or if you do it on the first day. Okay, let's jump right into the second thing, since the battle pass, or the pass, whatever you want to call it, is kind of already basic as it gets. It just gives you tokens and rewards and stuff. Let's jump into the second thing. Now, this is called Chocolate Party. They did this last year. I believe it was slightly different, but they did do this last year and they brought it back again this year. Essentially what this event does is it allows you to create chocolate, so craft chocolate, and you get these little cacao pods doing all sorts of random stuff, such as, for example, if I come down here and I do my little radar tasks, right there's a cacao pod, and you can see right there, drop limit update, little rallies, and if you do like stuff like that and you get these little prizes over here, right there's cacao pods and all that type of stuff. There's a billion and one ways to earn the chocolate, the cacao, the cocoa bean, and then you just craft chocolate, and then when you gift that chocolate to somebody else, you're helping them improve their score. And exactly what I mean by that is, if we come back to over here, Chocolate Party, you can send a gift. You can see up here there's rewards. Right now Honda's in first, and that's not because he's received it, it's because he sent a lot of gifts to everybody. As you can see here, they can get a permanent little like avatar frame. You can get this permanent avatar frame. I think both are really cute. I think they're both great for everybody, and I'm not going to rank in the top three, but if I could, I definitely would, and I would probably end up picking the Rose Heart one. I think that one's a little bit better than the Cupid's Grace. Same buffs, though. It's worth it if you're going to get the top three. If you're already going to spend, might as well. Right here, this is kind of the rule set, and it shows you everything that you can do to earn chocolate. It shows you everything that you can do to earn points. Sending chocolates and romance rockets earns 10 and 1,000 gifting points. All that fun stuff. Gifts sent, you can see what I've sent to people so far, and I've sent 31 total chocolates. This is not really the main thing, but if you click here, send gift, this actually shows you who's currently the hottest, or like who has the most score right now in terms of actually seeing what their score is, how many gifts they've received, maybe how many gifts that they've sent. Scarlet has received a lot, Mew has received a lot, Puff and Kia have received a lot, Honda's received a lot. You don't see yourself on the list, but I think I'm right up here, right above Kia, below Mew. I've received a lot of chocolate, like a lot. Nisi obviously is going to be the most popular across the Warzone because, I mean, it's Nisi with 1.8 million score. It's crazy. And then obviously you can check your own alliance too if you just want to send it to somebody within your alliance. But this is where you can find it, or if you just find them as an individual on your server, you can click their name, go to private messages, and send them a gift that way. That works just as well. Now, moving on from Chocolate Party, now that you kind of know how to create chocolate, where you can get chocolate from, it's pretty much from everything. I think I've gone through it previous videos before. You can get the cocoa pods for literally everything, and you craft chocolate, and then you turn around and you can gift chocolate. And what this ends up doing is if you receive the chocolate, you end up getting this score here. Now, this is your charisma rank reward, and I'm currently a 0-star celebrity. And the more gifts that you receive, whether that be the rockets or the chocolates, this is going to boost your charisma rank. So essentially what I was saying earlier in the intro to this video is that this event really rewards the people that have made good friends or have made a good impression of themselves on this server or across servers. This is going to be a huge way for people to gain love and pretty much gain free rewards just because they built friendships along the way. Now, I don't recommend begging for chocolates. It kind of just makes you feel a little bit out of place. I know that people send it in world chat and whatnot, and you know what, if you're liked, not that big of a deal, but begging for chocolates seems a little bit odd and it kind of pushes it out of the way. I don't recommend that. I do recommend, however, absolutely loving everybody that does send you gifts. I'm doing my absolute best. As you can see here, there is just so much going on. I have so many DMs I have received since this event started just the other day. 301 chocolates. I'm trying to respond to everybody with a heart. It's hard to keep up, but I'm doing my best. But anyway, if you receive chocolates, essentially what's going to happen is you're going to get these boxes, and these boxes are going to each have different rewards. So for example, if I click on this one here, it might give you 10 stars, 20 stars, 100 stars, etc. But these are the rewards here that you can potentially get or are guaranteed to get if you get these chests. Now, what the hearts do is the gift box tokens, they end up just coming right back down here into this to help you get more boxes. And what the little stars do is the stars come up to here, and this helps you rank up. As you can see, I'm a 0-star celebrity, which means that I need to get 5 stars before I become an idol. So essentially, it's kind of like a never-ending thing. You earn chocolates, you open the gift boxes, because every time you get sent chocolates, you get a gift box. You open this up, you get these little hearts, and down here, you can, let's say, this one down here, as you can see, it's a blue box currently, but this one could be green, blue, purple, or red. Obviously, the higher it goes, the higher or the more you need. So I think the red box you need 100 hearts for. I think purple you need 40, blue you need 20, and green you need 10. Essentially, every box you open helps you get more of this, and every time you get this, it gives you more boxes, and it just continues to go on. It's kind of a forever loop. The only thing that changes is the stars that you get out of them. As I said, here you can see you get 1,000 stars out of the red box, you get 100 stars out of the purple box, 20 out of the blue, and 10 out of the green. And obviously the rewards are different too. The luxury choice chest is obviously the absolute best that you can get. But every time you unlock this, you get one of these chests, which these chests give you an assortment of rewards. Now, the person that receives the most gifts or gives the most gifts in a single day will end up getting all of these prizes down here. Now, this is a phenomenal value for people that are already going to spend all that money sending it or whatever the case may be. 10 golden eggs, 100 resource chests, 100 hours of training speed up, and a 30-day avatar frame. This is essentially just given to whoever gets the most for that particular day. So if you ranked first every day throughout the event, you're going to get 70 diamond golden eggs. You're going to get 700 like resource chests, 700 hours of training speed up. It's, if you're going to spend money on gifting people, like Nisi's for sure going to be number one every single day, it seems. If you're going to be number one every day, this is such great value if you're a whale. But obviously, a lot of us aren't whales, so that's kind of out of reach. But I just kind of wanted to go over that a little bit with you guys. The Lucky Rose, this is kind of a bit different than the Monopoly that we've seen it before in the past. Essentially, this is just a slot machine. If you enable, you get ×5. If you don't, you get just ×1. Just like in the past, though, it's the exact same value. And fun fact, I kind of want to go over this a little bit. This is roughly actually better. Like, you're better off not buying the $100 bundle every day. You're better off buying the 50 and the 20, because you're going to get 3 eggs if you buy the 50 and 20, and you're going to get 86 tokens versus 120, but you're spending 30 less dollars. You're getting the same amount of eggs, and if you just wait an extra day, you can spend that $30 and get another egg. You're going to end up with the exact same amount of tokens regardless of what you do, but the eggs is kind of the main part there, and it's definitely a huge winner for a lot of people that just want the eggs. Like me, for example, if I were to buy, I would do it just strictly for the eggs, because I love dropping eggs for people. I love getting the people hype. Love that. Absolutely love that. But essentially what you would do is you're going to come over here, you're going to get your 5 tokens or whatever the case may be. You're going to spin. I always recommend doing the ×5, but what you'll do is you'll spin. It's going to come down. It's going to have 3 different things on the screen. Like here, it's going to have 2 of these chests and a deluxe or a resource chest, and you'll get rewarded whatever it shows you on your screen. So the ×5 will ×5 everything. Now, as you can see here, I've recorded only 3 spins so far. I got a mystery spin and it gave me whatever that is. I don't know what that is. Resource upgrade ore. And then I also got 2 more, which were resource chests, and I got 50 of each resource chest. So I got 100 purple resource chests and I haven't spent a single dime. That definitely helps, especially the free-to-play players or the players that may not be level 30 yet as of now. That's going to be huge for them, whether it's an old server, new server. Resources can never be wrong to have too much of. Yeah, 3 roses gives 20. 3 of the chests gives you 10 of the chests. Obviously, as you can see here, I don't really need to go over every single one, but this is exactly what you can see. Obviously, you want the 3 roses. Kind of the final thing that's really in the Valentine's event, outside of the Valentine's gift, which is just if you spend money, you're going to get more. Spend more, get more. See? Spend more, get more, is the Valentine's Day Exchange store. Now, this is kind of where a lot of opinions come into play, because what a lot of people will say is that they don't think that this is good value, or they don't think that this is good value. And I'm here to just kind of tell you straight up what you should buy if you're going to spend money in the event and what you should avoid. First things first, let's get the big one out of the way. A lot of people want base skins and they think that this is, should they do this? Should they not do this? Simple answer is, if you plan on spending money anyway and you really want a base skin, it is worth it. The buffs that you get, the +5% to hero attack and hero defense, is actually going to add up really well over time. Now, if you're like somebody who's like, I don't know if I want to spend that much money, then no, don't do the base skin. But if you're going to spend like $100 or $200, we'll kind of go over that here. But if you're going to spend a few hundred on a base skin, or if a few hundred on the event, then a base skin's not bad, and neither is this little special effect. Base special effect. But again, we're going to go kind of into the base skins. Now, what I recommend is that you just do whatever one you really want. As you can see here, I have the Spooky Rider and I have the Dr. Gotcha. I only took the Dr. Gotcha because I like the Dr. Gotcha, not because of anything else. Now, each base skin does give you different variations of what you could get. So for example, this gives you attack, HP, and defense if it's equipped, versus the Turkey's only going to give you 2 attack and 1 HP. You can choose whatever one you really like. If you want to go over which one has the best buffs, that's kind of going to be a future video. I'm not going to dive too much into which buffs are the best now, but essentially what I would say is focus on attack and focus on HP. I would just say, honestly, focus on attack. I think attack's the best one that you can get. I wouldn't take the 40,000 diamonds because 40,000 diamonds kind of goes quick and it's not worth a base skin. If I could trade 40,000 diamonds for a base skin, I would any day of the week. Choose the base skin if you're going to collect that. Second thing is this base skin special effect. The plus 1.5% skill damage is actually a lot better than it sounds. I promise it's not. It's probably better than actually having the base skin for the value. The skill damage is essentially what makes your heroes win fights. Whoever has the better skills or higher skills is essentially going to come out on top, unless obviously gear or whatever the case. But skills goes a long way. For example, what this is talking about here is if we just come over and select Kim, for example, and her skill over here is the fire 8 rockets at random enemies, each dealing devastating energy damage. That's a skill, so that's going to boost that. This is a skill, it's going to boost this. This is a skill, it's going to boost this. So this just essentially boosts everything here by 1.5%. I do promise that it's a lot better than it sounds, and that's not just for Kim, that's for everybody there on your first squad or every one of your heroes, as long as you have that equipped. I do think that's probably better value than the base skin. If you're going to get the base skin, that's completely fine over the special effect. I don't think you can go wrong. The third major ticket item here, the third most expensive thing, is going to be the deco components. I personally think that this is the absolute best value because 1,000 deco components in the store is about $100, and 150 tickets does not take $100 to earn. So for the lower spenders that spend between $25 and $100, maybe you buy the battle pass and maybe you buy a couple $1 or $2 packs here or there. I do think that the deco component chests is going to be the best value for you just overall, because deco unfortunately gets slept on quite a bit. And I'm going to make a deco guide video here very soon. I was actually getting asked about that not too long ago, so I'll definitely be doing that. Yeah, there's not really much to go over. I think it's just the best value here. I think that the deco components allows you to choose which deco you want to upgrade. It's not forcing you to choose between A or B. This is just essentially saying, here you go. It's a wild card. Go do what you want with it. I think that's the best value. Another thing is for 80 tickets, this is not bad. Getting the nameplates increases your hero HP by just 1,000. I do think that that's not bad at all. It doesn't even have to be equipped. You can just have this in stock. I recommend it for 80 tickets. If you already have excess tickets, I do recommend it. And then as for the kind of the rest of the stuff down here, don't waste your time on drone data. It's just not worth it because the campaign store gives you unlimited drone battle data. I don't really think the speed ups are worth it, but it's not bad value. Once again, to kind of reiterate right off my last video, the things I do want you to avoid are hero XP, don't do that. Upgrade ore, don't do that. Resource chests, don't do that. Those are the three main ones I would tell you to stay away from, and the drone battle data. Those four just completely avoid at all costs. I would also try to tell you to avoid the UR universal shards because it's 500 if you want to get 100 shards. At exact same value, you can get the base special effect, or it gives you halfway to a base skin, or you can get 2 or 3 of these decos. I would recommend actually staying away from the universal shards unless you're not saving up for one of the bigger ticket items. The only one of the lower ticket items that I think is actually not bad value, I still wouldn't tell you to do it, but the speed ups is not bad value if you're swimming in tickets, or if you can get, like, let's say 120 tickets and you really don't care for the 100 or the 1,000 hero HP, but you need speed ups because you're still HQ 28 or whatever. The speed ups aren't bad. Definitely the best value for the lower ticket items. Side note, but these little like gifts are on the base. Super cool. I love that. I think that was a really cool addition by Last War. Yeah, Hefe's one of the higher ones, and he's got this cool little blanket and all these chocolates. I think that's really cute. And last but not least, let's just kind of go over the Carnival login today. This is something I woke up to. I'll take it. It's free stuff every day. You just log in and you get free rewards. Make sure that you're grabbing this, even if it's on a side account or whatever. Do it. I recommend it. Free stuff. I don't know why I'm saying I recommend it. Just do it. It's free. There's nothing to buy. I like when they do stuff like this. That's just completely catches you off guard. I don't really know if there's much else for me to cover. Besides, we're going into our final week and a half of fan grabbing in season 1. So it's kind of getting time where we're all ramping up to do our final pushes to see where we're going to be at rewards wise. Right now we're only here, but we will be at minimum here this upcoming week. We're hoping to potentially get up to this. We'll see what we can work out with some other alliances and other servers. We're hoping that we can get from this to this just this week and hold on to those rewards because that's going to be super nice for everybody else. And then the second thing is we do have Warzone Duel this week against 1784. I will be live streaming on Saturday morning for Warzone Duel. So if you guys want to tune into that, I will be there answering questions. If you guys just want to come in and talk, chill, whatever the case may be, I'll be doing that. So that's going to pretty much wrap up this video. I just want to say thank you all so much for all of your support, your love, your kindness. Make sure that you do hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy the content. Like this video if you thought it was helpful, or comment below. I know I get a lot of comments based on, I don't think spending smart, yada yada. Well, I guess my take on that is it's their money. It's what they decide to do with their life. It's what they decide. If this is their entertainment, this is their entertainment. Same thing with me. I find myself enjoying this game, spending a lot of time on this game, and if I want to spend money, I spend money. But other than that, I will catch you all later. Jelly out.